Hi guys, it's Jana Eubank. I'm back with another page using the July 2016 Noel Mignon Summer Lovin kits. So I'm using both the classic kit, which is a traditional scrapbooking kit, along with the daily diary kit, which is meant for pocket style scrapbooking. I just like having all the goodies. I like how they coordinate together and how I have more choices. So I really love it. Here, my typical workflow is to just pull everything out, go through it one by one, and just set aside the things that aren't working and set out the things that I think might work. I love this orange paper for the background, and I'm loving the green strip on the bottom, and I think I'm going to bring in yellow and aqua to go with that. I also think at this point that I'm going to put my photos in that vertical row, but I actually end up deciding to trim them down a little bit and put them in a horizontal row. I laugh at myself because I like to put pictures in rows a lot. So there we go, really different for me. I put the two smaller strips on the bottom and the larger green strip on the top, and I start tucking in these journal cards. I like the saying on this yellow 4x6 card. I think it will make a great title, but obviously this big block of yellow is not going to work for a title. But it does help me decide that I'm going to go with yellow tones up in my title and use those as the pops of color around the page. So I leave the little 3x4 journal card on the bottom. I add that orange star strip from Elle's Studio cut apart sheet on top. And now I'm just cutting out this little sun from the Simple Stories. No, actually that's Elle's Studio, the Sunny Days collection. I think I'm going to put that up by the tile and bring the yellow up that way. From here, the choices just go really fast. I love the little crab down by the card. I love these two pattern strips that I added on top of the green. And now I'm just looking for a way to do the title and add yellow in a third place. I add those little wood veneer stars, and I'm liking that. It's not the right fit, but I leave them out. Once I find this Soak Up the Sun 3x4 card, I know that this is what I want to use for my title. And I tuck in that little sun behind it and move the little stars down by the crab. And now I'm just figuring out what else to do. The little sun is too little. I don't like how it looks in comparison to the green strip. So I remember that there's this other sun on this paper by Imaginisce, and it actually coordinates with the little crab down at the bottom. So I decide to cut it out and replace the other sun and put it up by the title card. I punch it out, but it's not a perfect circle, so I end up trimming it a little bit more with my scissors. And then I just add that little wood veneer circle to repeat the wood veneer element in the stars that I put down at the bottom. The family tag is a perfect addition for the journaling because we were with our family on this trip. And then I like this little Good Times tag. It kind of steps down the design towards the photos. So I'm happy with it. I know that this is my basic layout, and I move everything off to the side so I can ink everything and start adhering it down permanently. I'm sorry part of this is off camera. I just am using the grid on the mat to line up the strips so that they're straight on the background. Tuck the yellow journal card back in there. Another reason I added that family tag for more journaling is I just knew that I had a lot to say on this page and I wasn't going to be able to fit it on just that small card at the bottom. I pull out my grid ruler by Imaginisce to help me just line up this title card so that it's straight. And I tuck the family tag in at an angle, but later I decide that with all the pattern, I'm going to keep everything else pretty straight. So in the final pictures, you'll see that I straightened that out. I added some thin foam squares to the back of the crab just to lift it up a bit and match the level of the wood veneer so that there's some more dimension going on at the bottom. I thought for a minute I might add this little orange tab, but it didn't work, so I just stuck it aside. Okay, so we're back to where I was before I scooted everything off the page, and now it's time to add some more dimension. So I want to add, we've got the wood veneer going on 2 places, so I want to add a little bit of lift by that Good Times, and I find this little red flare. I move the Good Times up just so I can center the flare on that confetti strip a little better. As I was going through looking for some more elements, I decided that the bike flare probably wasn't a good fit for a lake. Pictures about a lake. So I find the camera and just switch that out. And then I add in these epoxy brads for a bit of shine. I put 2 kind of scattered down below the sun, and then I put 1 on the larger wood veneer star down by the journaling tag at the bottom of the page. Now I just add my journaling, and then the page is pretty much done. I do decide that I want to add in 1 other piece of wood veneer just to make it give that visual triangle, so I add the sunglasses below the Good Times. And then the page is finished. Off camera at the end, I do staple down the tag, the little strings of the tag, and I end up adding a yellow cardstock background behind everything just to give it a little edge. So that's it. That's my Soak Up the Sun page using both kits from noelmignon.com, the Summer Lovin kits for July 2016. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you'll join me again sometime. See you again soon.